everyone, welcome back to our channel. Recently I learned about a wonderful herb called comfrey. It's a medicinal herb, and there are many different ways to use this herb, such as in a salve or a poultice or a tea, which we're going to get into that a little bit later. Comfrey is actually known as knit bone. If you break a bone and you do a poultice compress and lay it across it, it's known to actually heal the broken bone faster. It is great to use for anyone that suffers from arthritis, aches and pains, strains, sprains. In this video, I'm going to make a comfrey salve specifically for arthritis and muscle aches. I just also want to note that I do not have a degree in herbal medicine, so I would encourage everyone to do their own research and come to their own conclusions and decisions on making this and what to use it for. Some warnings that I did come across were to not use this if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Also, do not put it on open wounds or cuts, because it will actually heal the top layer of the wound faster than the inner layer. Which will cause an infection. The big debate that I came across was, should you use it internally versus externally? With external use, there were no issues. With internal use, such as a tea, for every one positive comment I came across that, yeah, you can drink it as a tea, there were like 100 negative comments saying don't use it internally because comfrey is also toxic to your liver. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and not use it internally, and I'm just going to use it for external use only. And like I said, you can do your own research and come to your own conclusion. So if you're lucky enough to have this plant growing in your yard, that's great. Hopefully it's in a spot that you really want it, because those roots can grow down up to like 8 to 10 feet. If you don't have that plant growing in your yard, you can also buy the leaves and powders online as well. So in order to make sure that this actually worked, I made a sample of the salve, and I asked my parents if they would like to be my guinea pig, because they both suffer from really bad arthritis. My mom has very bad low back pain. My dad has really bad hips, and his shoulder bothers him to the point where he has to get cortisone injections. And I just wanted to make sure that this really worked before I just put a video out on that. So I made them some comfrey salve, and they have both said it has taken away a lot of their pain. It's not a cure, but you rub it in on my dad's shoulders and his hips. My mom used it on her back, and they both reported back to me that it reduced their pain significantly. So I just want to show you how to make this. So let's get started. So all you're going to need to make this very easy, simple comfrey salve is you're going to need 1 cup of oil, 1 ounce of beeswax, and then 0.1 ounce of the comfrey leaf powder, organic, and I like to use Star West Botanicals. And you can use peppermint essential oil to add to it, and that is optional. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to put this oil in our little makeshift double boiler, and we're going to just melt the beeswax in here. And then once this is all melted, we're going to add the comfrey and the essential oils. So this is all nice and melted. So we're just going to take this out. Put it right there. Move this out of the way. Now we're going to add our comfrey. And we're just going to mix that in real good. And it's going to turn it to a very rich dark green color. And then, like I said, this essential oil for peppermint that's also good for aches and pains is totally optional. You don't have to add the essential oil, but I'm going to add about 20 drops or so. And you can apply this 2 to 3 times a day on any place that your body is aching. And we're just going to stir this real good. And then as it sets over the next few hours, it will turn to a lighter shade of green. So now we are going to pour this into our 2 6-ounce tins. And you can put it in a mason jar, any kind of container. And this needs to set for about, I'd say, 3 hours. And then once these all set, we will come back and show you what it looks like. And notice the powder doesn't really dissolve. So when you do rub this on, you're gonna feel like some little powder flakes, little flecks, I guess, on it, but that's okay. It's still gonna work just fine. So we will be back in a few hours and we'll show you what this looks like. So it has been about 3.5 hours and this is the final result. It has a nice light green color to it, and the consistency, as you can see. And you can just rub it on whatever pain you're having in your body. Has that nice smell of peppermint as well. I mean, you can buy these salves at the store, but you're going to pay like, around $18. So for the little ingredients that we've used, it's just totally worth it to make it yourself. And it makes a lot. You wouldn't even get this much if you bought it at a store. And you just seal it. You can give them away as gifts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Peace out.